Hi, I'm Chad, and you're watching Squarebody Stuff. What's going on, everybody? We are working on old Squeaky here, trying to get him ready for the track this year. Stuff I should have done all winter long, but we were working on this 339 stroker. And I guess just to put it plain, I'm kind of lazy sometimes, but yeah, it's one of my downfalls. I have a hard time with time management, but it seems like some other people can get a lot done in a little bit of time, and I don't know. Anyways, what we're trying to do is get this truck done to go to the drag strip this year. So the last couple of videos, we went through and done drive shaft loops on this thing, seat covers. I went through all the nuts and bolts, everything underneath, trying to get everything ready to go. I've got his drag racing shoes on, got his street shoes off, took the front bumper off, tried to save a little weight. But in the meantime, I got to looking at some of the rules, making sure we're going to be okay when we go through tech. And yeah, there's some things I need to address, and actually some stuff I should have really never done in the beginning. All right, if you're all familiar with this truck, we are running right now just a Gen 5 454, some old school 781 heads that I've kind of done a little port work to it, mild truck cam, and aluminum intake headers. You know, nothing real fancy, but we do have this Nitrous Express mainline 1000 nitrous plate on it, and I believe I've got the 150 shot pills in it right now. But what I was getting at previously was when I put this nitrous kit in this truck, it had a 305, and I wasn't really worried about long term because I kind of thought that 305 would blow up, then we could just go on to something else. Never really had the idea that this truck was going to turn into what it is, and what it's turning into is an actual legitimate race truck. It's never going to win any competitions probably, but we're just going to go out and have fun with it at the drag strip. We got to pass tech. We got to make sure things are up to snuff. But I'm going to show you what I did wrong and kind of go over what we're going to try to do to make it right. It's kind of hard to see what's going on with the fuel lines and everything, but that fuel line is going back to the toolbox on the side of the truck on the driver's side. I'll show you that here in just a second. Also, the nitrous line right there, the little silver 4AN line, is going back to that box too. But the problem is they actually go right over the bell housing, the back of the block, and that is a big no-no. Because in the event of a clutch failure, which I'm still running the SM465 granny low 4-speed, in the event of a clutch failure, yeah, it could cut those lines, big explosions, not good stuff. So I need to move those to pass tech and just to be safe regardless of the tech inspections. Now I've got those lines running along the frame rail, which they have come loose from their holders anyways that held them to the frame, so I need to redo that anyhow. But that whole mess goes back to the box in the bed. And there is my fuel pump for the standalone fuel cell just for the nitrous system. Now I have a shut-off valve underneath this tank that I built, and I got some videos on all this if you want to go back through and find it. But this tank is the standalone fuel cell just for the nitrous system. That's all it goes to, is just the nitrous plate. But this is where my nitrous system lives, and I'm going to leave it on this side because for me it makes sense to have it over on this side. That way I can, when I get out of the truck, I can shut the bottle off. The other toolbox on the other side eventually is going to have the battery. I'm going to move the battery to that box. Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff to do to this truck. The battery is going to come later, moving that. But right now we need to get this bed off of here and figure out what we're going to do to move these lines. Of course, this is something that I don't know if I've actually even shown to anybody on this channel, or how bad this bed is. It's pretty rough. I'm assuming this is the original flooring. This bed is not original to this truck. This truck was originally a step side from the factory, but this is not the original bed. When I got the truck, it had a fleet side bed on it, and the guy threw in this step side bed to go with it. And I've never had a step side, so I put the bed back on it, or this bed on it, because, well, I've never had a step side, and this truck was originally a step side, so it made sense. Got my fuel line wiring, and my nitrous line is just all strung out there. It's loose. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Now these wires, they'll go pretty much back where they came from. I'm not going to move them, but I just got them out of the way because they were all zip tied up with the fuel line and the nitrous line. I think I'm going to be able to get away with moving this fuel pump back a little bit, and hopefully putting this 90 or A90 right here, going straight up with the filter. This is a filter. I'm thinking going 90 right here, the filter, and then straight up through the bed. So I moved my fuel pump back a little bit, redid some lines. I've actually put all my wires in a wire loom. I feel a whole lot better about this situation, taking it to the track. If there's any situation, these fuel lines are not in the way. There's nothing that can hurt them. Well, never say never. All the fuel lines are moved, and nitrous line, I still got some mess I want to tidy up, maybe on top of the engine. But the goal to get my fuel lines and everything and the nitrous line moved is pretty much done. I'm going to put the bed back on it, get it back in the shop, and start tidying some more stuff up. But before I do that, I got something cool that showed up in the mail today. Now, we've all seen my stickers, which I still have a few of these available. I got small ones and large ones. Now I wanted to redo my stickers because I don't know, this right here, this round logo, the shape and everything is what you see on all my social medias. Everything on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff is just a round icon, whatever you want to call it there. Profile pic, whatever. This is what you see is a round dot. So I thought it would work out great if that was my logo. But wait, there's more. Boom. 12-inch stickers. I'm not sure if I maybe should have went a little bit bigger. But let me show you my idea on this. What do you think? Now, a little bit goofy, but it kind of fits. It fits Squeaky, and it kind of fits me. I'm a little goofy. I love my stickers. I don't like stickers all over my other trucks. You know, a couple here and there, but this truck, I probably should have named him Stickers, but instead of Squeaky. But in the beginning, he wasn't ever going to be, I don't know, he's just a squeaky old truck that I drove around. And I'm actually going to sell him. But now, this is what we got. Let's get this thing off the stands, get the bed on it, get it back in here, and we'll continue getting it ready for the track. Squeaky is pretty much ready for the track. Just got a couple little things to do. Wash him up, clean him up, and all that stuff. But other than that, he's ready to go. The bed is back on and nice and solid. Lines are re-ran back here to where they're the way I like them. I've got my bottle back in, everything hooked back up the way it should be. I added a plug here because if I take the bed off or the box off, I had to cut this wire, these two wires here. But I finally found a plug, or got a plug. Set up a plug on there to where it's all plug in and easy to remove the bed if I need to remove the bed. Now I've got one more thing I want to show you that kind of puts the icing on the cake. I've been wanting to put in this truck for a long time. Y'all know how I like my Western hats. Look at this bad boy. I finally got me some hat hangers. I've got 2 of them for now. I'm going to put the other one in cream puff. I need to get another 1 or 2 to put in the other trucks, but that way I don't have to worry about where my hat's at. It's always going to be up there or on my head. I appreciate you guys watching. It's all because of you that I'm able to do any of this stuff, so thanks again. Until next time, y'all keep your square bodies rolling, and we'll catch you later.